So today we're going to talk about 5 different stretches that can go ahead and hit those major hot spots that we carry in the body. Our first stretch is doing a chest stretch. We want to make sure of a couple components here. We want to start with our arms reaching out in front of the body, palms facing forward. As we inhale, we open up those arms to stretch out that chest, making sure those arms stay parallel to the floor. We don't want them dipping down, nor do we want them coming up to the sky. Other major thing is we want to make sure we're not sticking our butts out. We're keeping those hips stacked right on top of the knees as we stretch through that upper body. We want to then work into an upper back stretch. We do the same thing by taking those hands forward, this time pressing the palms together. We round the chin down to the chest and send those fingers forward, really pushing through the hands to open up between those shoulder blades. Again, we want to hold all these stretches about 30 to 60 seconds. We can always go ahead and stand it back up and then come back to that stretch if we need to. We want to work on a good hamstring stretch. As a standing stretch, we start with those hands on the thighs, keeping that back super duper flat. We're going to hinge it down, leading with our chest as opposed to the top of the head. We should feel this stretch beautifully down the back side of those thighs or in those hamstrings. Another good way that we can stretch this out, if we're worried about that rounding the spine or having trouble finding that flat back, what we can do is just come to the wall, sit ourselves all the way against the wall, press that butt, upper back, and even that lower back by gluing the belly button in, flexing through those feet. We bring those arms out, keeping them parallel to the ground, and shift it forward, stretching out through those hamstrings. We want to get into an advanced move and a double relaxation move. What we can do is bring ourselves into what's called legs up against the wall. Scooching ourselves into the wall, we straighten and flatten those legs out. No way for that lower back to cheat by rounding up through the spine. We then want to make sure that we're taking care of our lower back as well. So what we can do is bring ourselves over. Our best stretch for our lower back is to start in our all-fours position and then sink that high knee way down to the heel, sliding those arms out in front of us. We drop the hip over the heel, one side and then the other, feeling that stretch and loosening through the lower back. Last but not least, we come into an outer hip stretch. There's 2 ways to do this. One is seated and one is laying down. We go ahead and take one leg, cross it over the top, shifting those hands behind us, we bring that heel up, finding our figure 4 stretch. We want to keep pressing this knee down and out, feeling the stretch through the outer hip. If we would like to do it in a reclined position, we start in that same stretch here and take a deep breath in. Exhale as we bring that knee in towards the chest and stretching it out, giving ourselves a little bit of a hug, again, feeling that stretch in the outer hip. As I said before, all of our stretches we want to hold for about 30 to 60 seconds. If we have any questions about specific things we want to stretch, feel free to come talk to any one of our trainers or come to one of our yoga classes. The calendar is posted up on the door in the back room of Simple Access side. Feel free to come check it out and feel free to ask any questions you have. Thank you and have a wonderful day.